Welcome back to No Shit MMA on thatchannel.com, sponsored by Extreme Couture Toronto. We're down here at the MMA Expo, and we're with Tim the Chisel Chessell.
Yep.
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Are you called the Chisel because you're chiseled?
Apparently.
Yeah.
What's your body fat percentage? I'm suspecting it's under
0?
15.
Yeah, I'd say it's under 2 or 1, I think.
Well,
At times, you probably drop under 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have a special diet to stay that cut?
A lot of water, a lot of protein, a lot of supplements.
Like supplements like steroids?
No.
Then it'd be Tim the massive Chisel.
No, I only
Chisel.
weigh 128, so there's no steroids there.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I first met you and you were at the weigh-ins for W1, you were there and you looked shredded and dry like you had just cut a bunch of weight. But then you came in a few pounds under, and I'm like, did he cut too much? And I'm like, I asked you, what do you walk around at? And you said, this.
Yeah, absolutely. I keep a light weight just because of the high cardio output that I do on a daily basis, yeah.
And now there's talk of you dropping down to 125, which makes sense. You just cut 2 or 3 pounds.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll stay above just to keep the extra weight on, so that I'm not too rough.
And you'll be a pretty scary 125er, I would think. I mean, power-wise and strength-wise.
I would hope so. Yeah.
So hang on just a second. Tim, walking around with that lower body percentage of fat, I know some guys, like if they cut weight, then they're like, they get gassed through a fight, that kind of thing. Can you maintain your cardio level, when you're in
that lean?
Because
you're always walking around that lean. So I mean, your body's completely used to it. And you can go 3 full 5-minute rounds.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like because my cardio output is so high, and when I do train, it's for 10-minute rounds.
Yeah.
I make sure that I can last the 5 minutes at a time. And it took me a couple of years to bring the weight down. Like it's a long process.
Yeah. But it's cool to be so identifiable. It's like that's that shredded guy who comes in looking shredded. But it's also probably to some degree the metabolism. Physiologically, your body seems comfortable being this lean.
Absolutely. I've always been a fairly defined fella.
And then now. When I was talking to the people at W1, I do some work with them, and they were talking about you and Chris Myra at 125. Now, I fought Chris Myra. He's a friend, and so are you. I'd like to see you guys fight. Do you know much about him?
I actually, until recently hearing about him, didn't know anything about him, no.
His last fight was against me, and it was a good fight, and he's a good guy. I'd really like to see you guys fight, but have you heard much about it other than just rumblings?
No, just rumblings from around. I haven't heard anything definitive about it, but I'm all for it, absolutely.
How about for your training? I was just going to ask. I saw your last fight at W1. We were down there. I thought it was a good fight. I thought you put on a great show. Have you done anything with your training to maybe increase your skills in certain areas or
change up certain things?
Absolutely. Like when I came back, I was really disappointed with my cardio level because I was doing a lot of work and a little less training than I should have been. So when I came home, I hit the drawing board with a bunch of my sparring partners. We incorporated a lot of boxing and a little more footwork, and I had the problem of squaring up a little too much rather than relying on the Jeet Kune Do that I train daily. So I've more or less tried to just use what I know rather than try to adapt to something new.
And just concentrate on the things that you're good at.
Exactly.
Well, best of luck with everything, Tim. And I look forward to seeing you fight. You're a good man and a good friend, and it's great having you on.
Can't wait to see your next fight. Thanks so much, Tim. Really appreciate it.
Well, I hope you find it as exciting as I hope it'll be.
Good man.
Cool.
Thanks.
Right on.